Next is that Liz Crokin claims that George H.W. Bush was executed. And as you'll remember, John McCain was also executed via military tribunal just a few weeks ago. So Trump is on a warpath executing sick old men who are dying of various illnesses and ailments. I mean, it's crazy. Who's he going to execute next? Betty White?
That's right. And remember, they got Bowie as well, and Prince.
Yeah, they did. Patrick was onto something when he said the Illuminati took out Prince.
Mm-hmm. It's not like those cocaine disco bashes finally caught up with people who lived life very fast for a very long time.
That's not George H.W. Bush, though. He was a 95-year-old man who's been in poor health for years, who was literally in a wheelchair. But for some reason, Trump said, it's time to put the smack down on these people. We need to set an example. Let's go execute George H.W. Bush! Because that's the smart thing to do.
Makes complete sense, doesn't it? Yeah, let's take out one member of the Bush family who has possibly the least power and influence at any time in his adult life. That makes perfect sense.
They wish it was true. Like, they salivate at the thought that, like, Trump would just lose it and start executing people. They wish that that was actually happening. That's why they get so excited about it.
Yeah, they've all got a little hard-on for Mad Max and a little totalitarian adventure without realizing the true horror of what they're actually advocating.
You know, I think if they did have some kind of post-apocalyptic wake-up call, that most of them wouldn't survive very long, so they should probably cool it on trying to bring about doomsday, because they probably would be the first to be murdered in the event that there was no law. So, just to be clear on all that.
Yeah, just putting that out there.
Anyway, here's Liz Crokin, who's recently been banned from Twitter because she's just a toxic piece of shit, and Twitter is known for housing toxic pieces of shit, but even Liz Crokin was too toxic for Twitter. So, here we go.
This week, the Department of Justice is going to talk about their findings into the Clinton Foundation probe. It was...
You got it totally wrong. The department, there was no, the only bombshells this week regarding any kind of legal findings against members of government were about findings against Donald Trump. And it's pretty smoking gun evidence. He's fucking screwed. So that's the only thing. But they still live in this fantasy land that Obama and Hillary are going to be tossed in prison any day now. Yeah, that's right. And one of them thinks Bernie won. I'm getting a Pavlina hit from this woman as well. But did she just get possessed by Big Daddy there? She's doing the... I think she's possessed by numerous demons, but they're all low-level demons because she is an idiot. So, she is an evil idiot, though. I sense an evil there. There is something, Doc, you're right. But she's not like Pavlina in the sense that she's a left-winger, because this is a crazy right-wing bitch. My favorite. Okay. And a Nazi.
Come on, Brunhilde.
On Friday, that Huber has been talking to Clinton Foundation whistleblowers.
Huber?
The hearing that goes down this week on December 5th, which happens to be General Flynn's birthday. Happy birthday, General Flynn.
Happy birthday, General Flynn, friend of the show.
Yeah, especially since he turned on Donald Trump and just basically threw him right under the bus. We like Donald... no, we hate Donald. We like General Flynn now that he threw Donald under the bus. So, but I think it's interesting she's wishing him a happy birthday. Like, are they so unaware that they still... Do they think that, him turning on Trump is, part of a 4D chess move that is part of QAnon's plan and that Trump's in on it?
Yeah, absolutely. They could make up any shit to fit whatever twisted narrative she's going on. But don't you think she's overdone the makeup and the hair's a little over-processed? It's not very vibrant. It's not giving me any kind of volume or bounce here.
Well, she's, a transvestigation would reveal that she is, in fact, a man, so that could explain the poor makeup skills. But you would think someone who's been doing drag as long as her would do a lot better at this. But
very good chance that the crimes against children will be exposed and the floodgates will break open. I don't know for sure. I'm praying that will be the case. But whether it happens on the 5th...
How many times have these fucking lunatics said this year, there will be mass arrests of politicians and celebrities? Every month, there's at least 3 or 4 fucking dates from these Looney Tunes about when the mass arrests are about to begin. And prove that they were right all along.
And Paul Begley does a daily update, which is basically, there's a storm, ergo apocalypse.
Yeah.
Every fucking day.
And it's always a 30-minute... how can you talk for 30 minutes every day about how it's about to be the end of the world? And then every time you predict the end of the world or something, it's always wrong. And you still just keep up with the predictions. And people still keep giving you money. How?
He does it because it's his job, and he has to get enough ads in the 30 minutes and enough view time. But I guess he's given his audience just a little tweak of adrenaline and dopamine, and you're so special because you have this secret knowledge.
Well, I think a lot of these people, they hate their lives, and they hate everyone else because they're just filled with bitterness and regret. And they want the world to end. They want everyone to die so that it will validate their own twisted fucking behavior and their hatred. And so that's why they fucking put nasty people into office who will bring shit to the fan. I don't know.
I agree with you completely. And again, the mirror with my interaction with creationists is they're very, very happy to not threaten directly, but by proxy, eternal suffering for not believing exactly what they believe. And for challenging it, I was called Satan's alchemist this week, which I think is kind of good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, they do just use God like as their shield, but what they're basically doing is just saying the nastiest shit to you, and then going, well, I'm actually spreading love because I'm spreading God's message. You know, how about you go fuck yourself with your Bible, you fucking hypocrite?
I got one this week, and this is a direct quote. Yeah, you're really good at changing people's DNA to give them cancer.
Oh, is that what you do? That's what we pay you the big bucks for.
That's apparently what I do, and I'm like, okay, one, that's really not what I do, and two, how fucking dare you?
Yeah. Well, people will dare. These are the types of pond scum eating degenerates who will just say or do anything they can to just exert power over anyone who crosses their path. They're just fucking garbage people.
And, I have to be nice and go, come on, really, do you know who you're talking to? Do you really think that's me? Seriously?
I don't know. I think that a lot of times, too, they think that because they're on the internet, that, they can get away with it. Do people say stuff like that to you in real life? Because most people in real life won't have the nerve to ever say something like they would on the internet.
And I think that's one of the beauties of this interface, that people can kind of mouth off. And, I'm cool with it, as long as they're interested in telling me what they believe and why they believe it. But very few of them are actually willing to have a polite and intellectual conversation.
In a week or 3 weeks, it's happening. And it's no coincidence that George Sr. died. And by the way, he didn't die. He was executed. So the tide is turned, you guys. The Q movement is unstoppable. The media's in a frenzy. The cabal's in the frenzy. They're all panicking. 100 military police members were just sent to Gitmo. They're deployed for a year there.
Michael, are you panicking as we speak?
I'm panicking at the fact that there are people who are ravenous at the idea of a fascist takeover by Donald. She's just like, yeah, if Donald Trump just starts executing people and does a military takeover, that means we're winning. It's like, you're a fucking Nazi. And it scares me because Nazis used to hide the fact that they're Nazis. I don't even think she's smart enough to hide it, though. I think that, she's just an idiot.
Yeah, and maybe it's a function of us seeing more things faster these days. But when I heard blood and soil and the Jews will not replace us coming from the USA, that really spooked me because of history and the fact that, a third of my family are not here anymore as a function of the last time this happened.
See, when I try to compare this to, I obviously wasn't alive back then, but was Hitler an idiot? Because Trump is definitely an idiot. So I'm thinking he's so stupid, maybe at this point I don't think he could pull off a fast, because, I think Mueller's got him by the nuts right now. But, Hitler, I have no idea if he was an idiot or not. I know he was a hardcore racist piece of shit, but I don't know if he was like some kind of political genius or something. So I'm just trying to find reasons to think that Trump could not pull off this fucking takeover. Because I think that if he gets desperate, he will go for it. And he is desperate.
I have a lot of confidence in the Joint Chiefs of Staff resisting any unlawful order, which they're perfectly entitled to do, even if it comes from their commander-in-chief.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really that worried about it, but it does scare me to see that something even stupider than the day before.
Yeah, and the hangers-on alarm me as much as Trump, because he's a lightning rod. Oh, it'll be okay.
The Pentagon just released guidelines on transferring prisoners to Guantanamo Bay. The writing is on the wall.
Really?
This is happening. Q talks about it. I've been talking about it. Nothing is going to stop these arrests from happening. Nothing. And this is going to be a big week. The world...
Nothing.
I know this video is from like a week ago.
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Well, a lot of big things did happen. It's just that they don't make things look very good for Donald Trump. So, but certainly there was no move to take over and prove that Q is right. I also think it's funny all of these fucking morons don't realize that Q is just a bunch of trolls. Like sharing an account. Jesus Christ, how stupid can you be?
Well, confirmation bias and pareidolia and a little bit of psychosis thrown in, then, anything can make sense.
That's true. Well, let's move along to Danny John Lee next. We only have a couple